Hi everyone, glad to meet you again. Today, I want to share with you something about Chinese culture. Because I am from China and my family is a typically traditional Chinese family. When it comes to the culture of China, I believe there is one that cannot be ignored, which is the biggest festival in China. Yes, I believe you have already got what the festival is. That is the Chinese New Year, which can represent a lot of things in terms of Chinese cultures. For Chinese, New Year can be regarded as the valuable period for the family to get together and make the best wish to the next year. Just the role of Christmas for the Western culture. Chinese New Year is always performing the indispensable role in the life of Chinese. Personally speaking, Chinese New Year goes to my favorite festival. Because during this period, I can have a good rest. I can celebrate the good days with my family members, who I cannot see often. I can take advantage of this period to meet my friends. And I can do a lot of things during this period. But mostly, I love the atmosphere during this period. Because everyone is nice to you, no matter he knows you or not. At current stage, let me show a picture to you, which is taken from the article of The History of Chinese New Year, written by Chu Lisa, which analyzed clearly about the long history of Chinese New Year. Through this picture, it is easy for us to find several parts or sections that composing the Chinese New Year. Maybe you will feel confused to find out that, unlike any other festivals, Chinese New Year is a festival that is made up of several different periods from 8th day of 12th lunar month to 15th day of 1st lunar month. Actually, that is one of the reasons why I like Chinese New Year, because there are long days of rest for me. To be specific, the first part of Chinese New Year goes to the Laba Festival. At that day, different parts in China will hold different celebrations to celebrate that day. For example, in south of China, people will eat laba porridge, which contain the various food materials, representing the good wishes. And the second part of Chinese New Year is the Little New Year on 23rd day of 12th lunar month. People would usually do something cleaning at that day, meaning to clean the bad things in the old year. After that is the Lunar New Year's Eve, which is on the 29th day of 12th lunar month. At that night, there will be a National Spring Festival Gala evening held by Chinese government broadcasting through the CCTV channels. Actually, that day means the last day of the old year. During that day, There are various celebration activities, such as the firework, dragon dance, watching the Spring Festival gala evening, so on and so forth. Different places in China will have their own celebration activities. For my family, we would like to do the ancestor worship at that night. Then comes to the Lunar New Year's Day, which is the first day of New Year. People would like to go to the relatives to celebrate the New Year. According to the illustration of McLaurin, in 2015, in his article, Chinese Gift Giving, What Not to Buy, Avoid These Chinese Gift Giving Blunders. He introduced various gift giving tips for people, which is true for the real situation, because there indeed are some common sense for Chinese people to give gift at the first day of New Year. For example, people are fond of the color of red, which shows happiness, good luck, and richness in China during the period of New Year. So, the gift package is always in red. After 15 days, there is the Lantern Festival, which also belongs to the important part in Chinese New Year. At that day, people will eat sweet dumpling at that day, which pronounced as Yuanxiao in China, meaning the renewal of the family. Based on the brief introduction of Chinese New Year, are you eager to know how Chinese people currently respond to the traditional festival? Along with the development of economy and information, according to the Book of Chinese Culture and Law, written by Kong Shi. Currently, people would choose a more convenient way to celebrate the Chinese New Year. For example, we would send celebrations to relatives through the cell phone or WeChat, instead of visiting them directly, which can save more energy and time for the modern young people. Besides, the activity held at the New Year are no longer limited to the traditional activities. Instead, people are more fond of the modern style of celebration, such as eating family reunion dinner at the restaurant instead of at home, or spending the New Year's Eve at KTV to sing songs with friends and family members. Personally, I'm more fond of the traditional way of celebration, because as far as I'm concerned, the traditional way of celebration can be more original to keep the culture of Chinese New Year, which reflects more about the culture content contained by Chinese New Year. And the modern way of celebration seems to be more perfunctory, even though it can save time for people. That's all. Thank you.